GM everyone, welcome to another live stream with Ideas Town. And this is going to get really interesting because yesterday we had ETH Global finalists announced at the ETH India. I think a lot of people were there, and we have some like 10 good ideas that popped up, most of them like finalists, and we can take some inspiration from that and build on top of that. So join in and put those GMs in the chat. Again, this is also live, nsb.dev/ideastown, where I encourage all of y'all to go ahead and put your ideas. And if you have worked on any of these ideas that I'm going to cover today through ETH Global and the finals at Delhi, make sure to send that across and see how you can take that idea further, build a business on top of it, and build these products really well and just vibe really nicely. So just go ahead and submit your ideas and send those GMs in the chat. Let's get going. Okay. So the goal of Idea Town is pretty simple, right? We want people to build on chain, right? Build without permissions, build for the world, and build so that you can move and get like real good funding opportunities that come across. Make sure to stay connected to a lot of these things that keep happening. One of them is the base patches, which they are releasing soon, coming September 29th, and looks like it is going to be released really soon, right? So make sure you check that out. uh, this is a great opportunity to build on base, right? And just participate here, and there are a lot of opportunities that will come into your life, right? So keep checking this out. Pretty soon this is going to get launched, and make sure to go ahead and submit something there. So for that particular hackathon and anything else, people want to keep participating and building just good apps, right? Maybe it's mini apps or like proper apps, and they need some ideas. So the idea was to set up a stream where we go through this idea down with me, and when you guys submit your ideas, I'll make sure to send invites to you all to come on board and stream and join the stream and publicly discuss your idea and see what you can do with it. And also just to keep getting you aware of such hackathons that are going to play keep happening, so that you keep building, get your on-chain score up, and like find important things in the world, right? Like the idea is to keep participating in such events and read about some articles and just be aware of what things are happening. So here, what I am trying to encourage is make sure that you keep participating and just read what like things are happening in the world, what on-chain is solving, how what AI can help to solve in the on-chain world. And based on like some of these really cool projects that I went through myself and really enjoyed a few projects, I have gotten the sense that there is a mix happening, right? Like both the worlds of AI and on-chain are like very interconnected. A lot of great folks like Balaji and Naval, right? And they keep mentioning how the world of AI agents is going to operate using the on-chain currency, and soon it keeps happening, right? You see the X402 by Coinbase that just got launched, and it's the first like internet native payment protocol, right? Which is specially designed for like AI friendly payments over HTTP, right? Very pretty, like really simple API and really simple docs to go through, and everything happens on base, right? The idea is very simple. Your AI agent or any AI agent can transfer USDC or any particular token through this payment protocol that is being used here. and it is really quick as well, right? So make sure to keep checking these things out so that you understand what's the use of it, and just like look at it, like the amount of people that have already integrated this is insane, right? You see like giants like Anthropic already participating in this, which means that you need to really keep up with like the on chain and even like the AI world, right? So that is basically the idea. And so yeah, if you are building something, make sure to check this out as well. Pretty straightforward, and you can go ahead and check their docs and see how you could build something. The idea is to like build it for like sellers and buyers, and when you connect this use case for like a normal web 2 use case, you'll find something out of it, and you'll find different scenarios where you will be able to use this particular protocol. So just make sure that if you're building something in the AI space, see how you can tweak this and utilize this as well. So yeah, this basically goes back to us saying that um, both of these worlds are like very interconnected, right? Both AI and the on-chain world. And if you're building something for it, there is a chance that you build really cool stuff. And also think about like very basic use cases, right? Like the goal of going on chain shouldn't be very complex. We went from a very difficult wallet which had like seed interface where you had to remember those 12 words or maybe 24 words, and now we have come to a phase where it's just a small button like sign in with base, or you can scan the QR code, has like a smart contract wallet for you, or a very very native use case which Farcaster has, which is like an embedded wallet inside the app which you don't need to create and stuff, right? So this really proves that the both the worlds like on-chain AI is going to move forward, and both the worlds are really evolving. So you if you build something here, there is a chance that you get recognized, your product gets used and stuff. And keep going through this, like keep following the right people in the base community and across tech on Twitter, on Farcaster, and make sure to read a lot about what is happening and what is going to be the next where the next bull run is in terms of like engineering and stuff. And this is the last point, like go through like newsletters, go through VC funding sites, what a lot of these crypto accelerators are funding, right? Like for example, if you go across like Coinbase Ventures, they have like their own portfolio, right? And if you want some inspiration from such things, you can look at who they have been funding, right? There is also tags here where there are DeFi protocols, then there is like centralized finance protocols, some platform developer tools that have been sponsor not sponsored, like they have been invested by Coinbase, right? So follow these Coinbase Ventures, follow Alliance DAO. Make sure to like get your get get ideas from here. We have gone through this in another stream where we went through these ideas. You can find similar ideas when you start reading such things, right? So this is how you go over and you keep getting ideas. So when we come here to this live stream, make sure that you have something. If you have something in mind, just keep following these streams, and just submit your ideas at the link that shows up, right. And with that said, then the next step into the phase is how do you like validate an idea to life, right? Once you have an idea, what sort of structure you need to follow to break down such an idea, right? Is you cover a few pain points first. Like you need to realize that what you are trying to build has some strong pain points that is solving. And once you know and you find like maybe two or three good valid pain points, if you have talked to your friends and they tell you, yeah, yeah, even I faced this and stuff, or if in general you hear a lot of people complaining about such things, it's a good point that it validates your idea. The next thing you want to do is, after you do get those pain points, make sure to have the best tech stack going to build that, right? Use whatever AI model helps you, or whatever friends recommend on like GitHub and stuff, and keep building on the right tech stack, right? One such tech stack is Scaffold. So make sure that you guys go ahead and check this out. I'm sure like most of you must be aware of these starter kits. Tech Scaffold for me is like the starter kit when I want to build something the on both the sides, right? Front end and contract side of things. And then you keep building like a good UI interface. That's like the most important and the crucial aspect of it, right? And always build in a manner where you start from a very basic v0 point, where you want to ship a version as soon as possible, whether it's a mini app, whether it's a normal app. Ship it as soon as possible. Ship it in say like a week. A week is also a long time because people ship in like say 3 days when it comes to hackathons and stuff. So make sure to ship something pretty quickly. And this is the bonus, and always make sure that whatever you're doing, whether it's like a normal game or whether it's like a tool tooling thing that you have built, make sure that you are able to track how many users that use your protocol, use your app, so that you can then go ahead and find feedback from them, build for them, and also show this as like a validation to say like a crypto VC or any sort of fundraising thing that you want to do. You can show that I got X number of users using my protocol, using my tool, and this is why I feel there is a potential or something like that. So always, if you after you ship your app, always track your users, unique users, and keep talking to them. Find ways to talk to them. With mini apps, it's pretty easy. You get like a native login, so you can easily track the Farcaster username, and then just DM them. That's pretty simple. Not everyone will obviously respond to you. Whoever responds to you is going to be beneficial, right? So just keep doing this every single time you iterate. Okay. So that's about how you validate an idea to life, right? So we went from how do you get an idea to how do you validate an idea, right? And then now let's move on to the actual ideas, and we can go over some of the finalists of ETH Global Delhi, right? And when we go through these ideas, you will realize that some of these ideas are also pointing to the assumptions that we have made of how the AI and the on-chain world is interacting together now, where people are building in this space. Also, you will realize how people are building innovative solutions, and some of them are starting to be the following the trend of how the whole market moves, right? Going over this, I won't go through it. I just want to go over it in a manner where we see some patterns over this, and then we can derive some ideas to build on top of it, right? So one of these ideas is, right, look at this like Kakami AI. And the whole idea is to allow AI agents to read and write blockchain state and execute transactions. Just straightforward, pretty simple. But of course, like building it is complex, has its complexities. But the idea is take out the difficulty that users or naive users face when dealing with these transactions. Like for example, just say like a few years back, or maybe like 6 to 8 months back, if you were doing like crypto transactions, and the batch transactions was not involved, right? Meaning of batch transactions is basically you can combine like three transactions in one, and the user only has like one button to click. When you did that like 6 to 8 months ago, there were places, and I have seen it till also happen right now, right? Like you would have like three signing messages or something just to perform one swap from one chain to another. And this is very taxing for a normal user to go ahead and do. So when like you allow AI agents to read and execute transactions, and if it works in like natural language, right, which is the goal of this project and this the team that made it, it is simple. Like it is gonna win. You know that they combined AI, the AI agents world. They combined like normal natural language, and they like made it easy for users to come to the platform, perform basic actions, get the work done, and leave, right? Dead simple. Like what my assumption and the demo should be of this project and would have been is maybe say just an interface where you type swap transfer like swap 10 USDC on Arbitrum to 10 USDC on base. And if it happens, that's it. That's done, right? You don't need to worry about anything. So this is one AI agent uh, coming into life, like which allows you to do transactions. This is something. The other one is Igris AI, which focuses on AI simulations for governance and protocol decisions. Amazing, right? Like just think about especially what if modeling. It helps DAOs and developers forecast outcomes before deploying changes, which reduces risk. So one of the thing is the sound. Oh, wait a minute. Sound shouldn't echo. Is anybody else facing the same problem? Okay. Maybe if somebody can confirm, we can check that out. One of the other things is, yeah, we looked at how governance and protocol can simulate this AI simulations, right? And when I read this, there was something which we had covered before was AI prediction markets, right? Look at the similarities between these two topics. One of them allows governance and like DAOs before they send like a actual say they do like a actual transaction, and they take a decision to let the AI phase out how the future looks for them. Same thing goes for this particular AI prediction market, right? It is exactly the same, just played around differently. So really good project as well, right? And combines really nicely with AI agents and decentralized applications as well. So yeah, another winner here, which is really amazing. And the pain points which they solve, right? So combine these two. Let's go over the pain points for one of them. First one, the pain points is how crypto is very difficult when it comes to signing of transactions, or how it is difficult for like a normal, say, web 2 audience to use. Solves it easily using natural language. One, easily able to read and write blockchain state without interfering a lot. So it really solves a lot of problems for the crypto space. The other one is Igris AI, which is also doing simulations for decisions. Now, what is this going to solve for? they have mentioned it clearly, which is they reduce the risk, right? Risk of a decision going bad on how it can actually take place. So this actually is like a massive pain point, right? When like, and say a centralized organization takes a decision, if it goes wrong, you can actually point it out, saying that they were the ones who pushed for this, and you can change like a centralized entity, or there is no way you can get out of it, right? But in a decentralized world, when everyone is voting and the votes are say like 51 to 49, and when like the 51 percentage thing is going to be implemented, you want something to, test out and, lay out like what risks are involved when the decision happens. So this is solving that. Now let's move on to like some of my like favorite projects from this. Like all of these are really good, but I really loved how dead simple this is. Okay. This is Calendify, and which basically is going to transform Google Calendar into a DeFi wallet. Bang! Like if you read that, it is solving a very good use case, and it clearly knows what what it does. Right? Whoever reads this, like, is gonna be sure about what it is going to do. It is making a Google Calendar into a DeFi wallet. That simple. What now are the features that the person or the team has shipped, right? They let users schedule payments. Crazy. Let users swap from there and do multi-sig approvals as calendar events. Okay. So think about like a normal native audience. Everyone manages their calendar, right? Like most of them have meetings, most of them have day by day planned on their calendar. And imagine one such entry where people can go ahead and schedule every day of swapping 10 USDC for Bitcoin. Just that, right? Now, say if this was available in 2013, and you were able to do this every single day from 2013, the amount of times you would have gotten Bitcoin every day at 10 USDC, that's like small micro transactions that keep happening for you, and you can control it from your calendar. So you don't need to go ahead and move out of your Google suite, which everyone sort of uses. You just have to schedule those events. And just if you do not want to do that anymore, just turn off those events. So the really great sense here, which I really loved, was how it makes DeFi interactions very intuitive, right? Very dead simple for any single one to do, right? Like you could open a calendar and schedule a very small thing, and when you do that, it could just happen because an AI agent is going to listen to that, right? So obviously there is AI agents involved here. There may be like going deep into the tech stack, there could be like 402 used, I don't know, but the whole idea is making DeFi dead simple. So that's the pain point. Get people involved. And if you recognize how the whole on chain world is moving, people want to onboard as many people as possible. And this makes it possible, right? If DeFi happens through my calendar, if I do not have to go to X, Y, or any sort of websites, it is going to be very easy for me to do. So really awesome, perfect. Now just see the similarities across what we have talked about till now, right? This made normal crypto simple for audience. Really simple. This is more for crypto native people, DAOs and all, but it just made predictions really well for like it made predictions and protocol decisions easier and like smoother for everyone, right? Calendify made DeFi dead simple, made it such that the UX, that is like the experience, is going to be as smooth as possible, which comes to going back on how crypto is now slowly and like steadily becoming the main thing, right? You see the pattern here. Now let's go over like another pattern, right? Where this was doing predictions for governance protocols. Think like a different sort of prediction market here, which was done by Dike, which introduces branching prediction markets where users can compound outcomes from a single stake. So when like I went through the demo, the idea is, say for example, you are in one particular prediction market, right? Like one particular prediction, you have said yes or no, and you have invested or have put like 50 USDC in that particular yes, right? Uh, how you could do some such thing is that you could branch out of that prediction and invest or like move the same $50 and put them in like another prediction as a part of it. Like, so if you say 50 was put in like one prediction, you could branch out from that same 50 that you have put and go in another sort of prediction and put like 30 there. So it becomes like two predictions, but you have put 20 for like prediction A and like 30 for prediction B, and you are just moving the same funds from one prediction to another. So you are not actually going ahead and letting the user participate differently, just handle one single transaction and just split it across. So, and that they do it by AMM liquidity and KYC verified resolution. And the pattern here again is going to be prediction markets, right? Which is going really viral. If you heard like how much poly market raised, which is going to be uh, really shocking if you have not been following. Recent poly market raise 10 billion. I think it was, yeah, so 10 billion valuation for like poly market, right? That's the plan of the valuation that they see, which is crazy. And this just proves that prediction markets are the place where you want to build stuff for, right? Like crypto solved and open doors for such things to happen. And this just proves that there is a really crucial time where you could build these prediction markets. Think about how niche you could build it. Like one such example was here, how you could predict the future using AI and let people bet on it. Really, other prediction markets that come into play are going to be really crucial and might just keep winning, right? Okay. Now, there is the other one, which we covered X402, right? And people just joining right now, this is the new sense, right? Fast, cheap, and AI friendly payments over HTTP. Bang, simple. And one such project was built on it, which is Ad 402, which is superb, because when I went through it, it lets publishers monetize instantly through blockchain payments, micro payments. Okay, think about okay, so for example, say you are having such maybe you have built an application and you want to advertise that on say medium.com or anywhere else, right? Maybe one another DeFi app, or maybe on Polymarket or something. And to run these ads, I'm not saying like running ads is going to be possible everywhere, but Imagine like you could run your ads on Polymarket. Okay, now if you wanted to buy such a like a small frame of that, right? So just going here, yeah, say for example here, yeah, like for here for example, like a simple website. Okay, let's go over, yeah, okay, say this base patches website allowed you to like allowed your base product to be put on here, or put on like base.org. Let's open this. Yeah, say this particular base website allowed people, or maybe allowed users who had built on base, to have like ads running here. Now say for example this particular section was allowed as like a banner ad. Okay, just a small banner you could place of your application. Maybe you built AI prediction markets and you want to show this off on this website. If base would allow you to purchase this small section for like a one particular day. So that was their idea. The idea was, you could have your website allow others to advertise in your platform using SDKs, and the location, and for that particular small piece of real estate of that website, you're going to get paid for it. That's it. Like the idea would be, AI agents will verify that this particular wallet that is requesting for that particular space on that website has paid the amount for that particular days or that particular time, and is gonna like be able to show their website or show their app there. So this is what they did. And advertisers can just pay them directly, removing intermediaries, right? So to run these such ads, like Google ads and other platforms exist, where you have to pay them and then they run your ads. With this, you can directly pay for the real estate that you are consuming, and just keep running your ad across these platforms, and you have control on how you can play and stuff like that, right? So just this also is the same world which we are playing in, right? AI agents being able to verify such payments across, and the SDK is basically going to verify that this particular address paid for something, and owns this real estate for X amount of days or something. So yeah, this again is gonna be like really crucial going forward. And the pain points that it solves again is like removing intermediaries to avoid like costs that people pay, right? Google ads have a really like crazy revenue for them. And if like people can avoid that and directly pay to the person that you are using your space from, it's gonna be crazy, right? So just a second. Yeah. And yeah, so we covered these three, we covered these two. And the first one is autonom, is like an autonomous agent framework for goal oriented bots, for such as managing yield or rebalancing portfolios. The goal is to make Web3 automation accessible so users can deploy intelligent agents without coding. So like again, when just going through this, we are realizing how again the same thing, but AI and like Web3 are connecting. And the really crucial, say very big pain point, okay, is gonna be say for like a particular user. So say for example, you are user A, right? So this is you, and let's see. Okay, maybe this. Yeah. So say you are user A, right? And you have funds on say base, and you have funds on base but different wallet, right? And maybe say you have funds in arbitrum, right? Okay. So when say for example user A has funds distributed across different wallets and even different chains, it is going to be very difficult for them to rebalance such things, right? For example, like when say if user A had funds on base but from a different wallet, and using this wallet they then purchase something in aerodrome, right? Like say some say some what do you call it, pools, right? So now think about this, right? When you had funds in say another wallet, and from that wallet you went to aerodrome and you created your own pools, liquidity pools, right? When you do this now, of course, like you are going to go and remove the funds from here and give your funds here. Now this user, which is user A, has to be managing such scenarios on if they wanted the USDC. If I forget here, how, if say I had a fund of like 300 USDC and I just forget about it, don't you think it is going to be very difficult to keep tracking this? Now imagine you have multiple wallets across multiple chains that you keep using for various amounts of funds to gather across funds and also to rebalance your portfolio. Say you want to go from USDC, the market goes down, you want to purchase Bitcoin or purchase Ethereum, but your funds are in like Aerodrome from a different wallet, which is not your native wallet. This becomes very taxing, very confusing for the user to maintain. Now that is what is solved using like this or just others like goal oriented AI agents, which are going to manage yield or rebalance your portfolios. And if you could do that through natural language and make it dead simple for the user, say user A to come into the platform and say, hey, if I want to just have remove say 900 USDC, or say I want to go from 500 USDC to 500 USDC worth of Bitcoin. And if they just type this out, and if that is possible using this AI agents framework, it is going to be really awesome to build something like that, right? So look at these patterns, right? These are like one, two, three, just different projects. AI solving for crypto problems, automations, solving for AI simulations that lead to prediction markets in a different manner, running ads using the X402, and like Calendify just simplifies everything for everyone, right? That's the beauty of like building for like what is working in like this space, because like whoever built this, like a really good shout out, and the ETH Delhi had like really awesome and like so many good projects. That is the whole idea, right? When we cover these, we know that what works is going to have like same variations, same derivations out of it, just solving for niche particular things. Then the other ones were like really good ones, which was like no net, which was so awesome. Like just imagine without internet, you being able to, like, this is offline first, right? You being able to have multi-chain financial access worldwide, using Bluetooth mesh networking. Killer idea, right? Solves for practically everything, but it is offline first, which you cannot go against, right? Uni prep and like meme drop and Nox were the other ones which were built maybe for like a more crypto audience, because has arbitrage driven core engine for like meme coins, which is really crazy. Because there is so what is arbitrage is like, when, say for example, this is what I understand of it, is the price at, say, a simple dead example would be one particular USDC pool has less USDC, has less or has more USDT or something, and the other one has, say, the vice versa or something. Basically, when there is, say, some supply shortage in one pool, the demand for it goes up. And if you can get some supply from somewhere else where the supply is high but the demand is low, you are having like a difference in which you are purchasing and selling. And that difference is very small for some scenarios, and like for meme coins it might be even smaller. But if you do it for like quantity, it's going to be really high. So very different sort of say crypto native focused idea, but like also works for like traders and like everything else, right? The other one is Uniprep, which is an on-chain perpetual futures DEX built on Uniswap v4 vaults and a virtual AM. Now, even when I read this, you will also observe the another trend which has been talked about a lot is DeFi. Like people building like Google Calendar into a DeFi wallet, having blockchain micro payments happen, having prediction markets also exist, building this arbitrage driven growth engines, building like a on-chain perpetual feature futures DEX on Uniswap, shows that DeFi is also growing, again proving a lot of like flowing money coming into the market, especially like people are moving funds across, getting positions on DeFi futures, etc., etc. So this also shows that uh, the market is growing, like a lot of trading volume is flowing, right? So these are the three other ones, and the last one to cover today and take some inspiration from, and we have been speaking about this, is building something in the zero knowledge space, right? Which is private perpetual training, which is they power it using like zero knowledge nodes and dark pool proxies. Very niche particular idea, bang on when it comes to like solving in the zero knowledge space. Because say right now if you swap from your wallet in like a zero knowledge protocol to, if you use your wallet, you are gonna get tracked somehow, right? There is this fun interface on chain app, if that is the correct one. Yeah, interface, which is copy trade friends, right? This particular app is so good, right? People can easily track your friend, you can easily track some wallet addresses, your friends, and see what they have been doing. And this just proves that on chain is like really open for everyone, right? So involving some zk and some no, like some privacy in this space is going to go long, right? Because you combine the power of decentralization of Ethereum and have like zero knowledge proofs and other stuff happening here. So this just works. And this was like one of the reasons why we went over this was because we wanted to understand the patterns that are being noticed, right? Patterns to build on. And this is the goal. This is what we have learned from this is prediction markets. The other one is DeFi growth, dead simple UX. The last one is gonna be what else did we learn, guys? Come on. We learned about dead simple UX, learned about DeFi growth, learned about prediction markets going crazy, ZK, right? ZK privacy stuff. And the last one, which is EIX on chain, right? Payments, anything. So these are the patterns that we noticed. And these patterns are really important if you are building something in the on-chain space so that you understand what people are using, what is a clear winner in this market, something around this space. And this should just be go like this should be the thing you start with, right? Dead simple UX for everyone to participate and use. And something that is like an inspiration and which we will cover in future streams is gonna be coming out of dead simple UX and such things. So make sure that if you are building in this space and if you also see some patterns which I noticed here, make sure to type them out in the chat and submit your ideas. That's the main motive of this, right? If you're building, we want to connect with you, we want to participate and take your project to the next level. So if you are maybe building in this space or if you're building something outside this that is like gonna be crazy good, like something like no net, make sure to send that across here, participate with us, and just keep building permissionlessly, right? That's the idea. And for the future streams, we are going to make sure to go ahead and cover more ideas in this space, particularly around like AI agents and dead simple UX, because that is something which I really enjoy to participate in. And we'll try to get deeper into DeFi and like ZK stuff because that's also something that I am learning and will be a fun thing to explore with the audience, right? So with that said, guys, make sure to hit like, and if you guys can, whoever's watching, repost the stream so a lot of other people can join in, and share comments. Make sure to like and just keep watching these streams and just keep building, right? The last thing I leave with you guys with is remember to keep reloading this website because a really cool and fun thing is going to happen here, which is the base patches 2.0. Sorry, 002 is what they are calling it. And make sure to look out for this and keep participating and build something from Idea Town. And that's it. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye bye.